Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Abstract and why it is the best opportunity you can take right now. What is Abstract? Well, Abstract is what we could call a consumer chain. As you have probably heard, Abstract is on a really big run right now, and as you can see, its weekly transaction is up 62%, which is 5.5 million transactions in a single week. And on top of that, we have an 82% weekly active address upgrade, which is more than 500,000 addresses being active in a single week. On top of that, Abstract has a whopping 54% up on the monthly total value locked, which is the amount of money that is being currently locked on the blockchain. So now, before we begin, there's some prerequisites that you need. So first of all, you need to have a centralized exchange where you've been KYC'd so you can withdraw funds from it. You also need a hot wallet EVM compatible, which we're going to be talking about later on. And of course, some Ethereum so that you can withdraw it and send it to Abstract. So now that we have that, let's begin. So step one is to take your Ethereum and your dollars from a centralized exchange. In my case, I'm going to be using Binance. I'm going to be sending my dollars to a hot wallet. And in my case, I'm going to be using Ruby wallet, which is a really good wallet. And then from our hot wallet, we will then need to bridge this Ethereum to Abstract. Once you're logging into your centralized exchange, you need to have some Ethereum so that you can withdraw it. So here, as you can see, I have some Ethereum in my wallet. Once you've logged in to your centralized exchange, you need to go to your spot wallet and click on spot. And from here, you will need to withdraw some Ethereum. So let's do that. So here you can go on Ethereum and you need to click on the right three dots and on the right and go on withdraw. Once you've clicked on withdraw, you need to send some Ethereum to a hot wallet. So let's do that. On the top right, as you can see, I'm using Ruby wallet. So here I have an address that I need to copy. Once you've done that, you need to paste your address in here and then select the network that you want to be using for that said transaction, for that said withdraw. In my case, I'm saying that Arbitrum and Binance Smart Chain are the best and fastest transactions and fastest blockchains that I can use. So let's say Arbitrum. It's only going to take a minute to come to my wallet and only 11 cents in average. So you click on it and then you have to choose the amount that you want to withdraw. In my case, I already sent some Ethereum to my wallet. So let's click on it. And here you can see that I have $500 of Ethereum on Arbitrum. So I'll just show you that. Here's the transaction. As you can see, I sent 0.17 ETH on Arbitrum and I received it a couple hours ago. So once we have that, we can now proceed to the next step, which is from our hot wallet, you need to bridge to Abstract. So let's do that. You simply need to go on Relay. I will give you the link under the description. And once you're on the bridge, you need to connect your hot wallet. So let's do that. I'm going to be choosing Ruby. And then you need to connect. So let's do that. And once you've connected, you should see everything that you own on that said wallet. So as you can see, I've got my $500 of Ethereum on Arbitrum that I want to send to Abstract. So now that we have our Ethereum received from our centralized exchange, you then need to connect and send it to your Abstract wallet. So how do you do that? Well, very easy. First step, you need to enter the portal, click here, and it will send you to this page. And here you need to log in. In my case, I'm using login with wallet. You can use whatever, but I would recommend you use the login with wallet because it's easier. So here you click login. In my case, I'm using Rabby. So I click on Rabby, and here I'm just connecting. These are stuff that we will talk about in another video. And this is simply to protect and verify the transactions that I'm doing. And once you've entered the portal, you need to click to My Wallet. And right here on the top left of your screen, you should have your abstract address. And you need to copy this. And in that relay, so in our bridge, we will want to paste it to the new wallet address. So here you paste it. And now from my wallet that I'm currently using, I'm going to be choosing Ethereum that I want to send. So currently I've got some Ethereum on Arbitrum that I want to send to Abstract. So Ethereum on Abstract. So I will simply click on Ethereum Arbitrum. So let's do that. And here, as I pasted my Abstract global wallet address, I can simply choose how much Ethereum I want to send to. So let's do it. Let's send 0.1 ETH. I'm going to be sending 0.1 Ethereum, which is currently worth $266 to Abstract. So it goes from ETH on Arbitrum to ETH on Abstract. And at the same time, I'm sending it to from my hot wallet to my global Abstract wallet. So two different wallets. Now I can click swap. And because Relay is a really, really good bridge, the fees are super low. So as you can see, it's only going to cost me a few cents. And it's not even, see, as here, it's going to cost me 0.0049 cents, which is less than 1 cent. So very, very cheap. So I can sign it, confirm. And here, once I signed the transaction, you should have a transaction completed. So let's check it out. And because it's coming from Arbitrum, it's going to be seeing on RBScan, but in your case, it could be from any other layer 2, so Base, Ethereum, whatever. But Ethereum is a layer 1, but you understand me. And here, as you can see, I sent 0.1 ETH. And now my transaction should have been completed. Let's check it out. You only need to come back to your Abstract global wallet and click on My Wallet and then Transaction History. And here you can see I interacted with a smart contract and I just received $265 of Ethereum, and which is now on Abstract.